And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Hoping to come out of the gates strong. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Tim Legler, along with our reporter, Allie LaForce. Both teams tonight dealing with some injuries. Here's a look at who's out for the evening.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
Now we'll look at Anaheim's starting lineup. They've got Elliott, and it's Holloway at the two-guard spot. Miller is out there with Collins. Then there's Frazier, and it's Jacobson in at the center, filling out the middle. Hurtling down the home stretch of this season, Greg, what do you make of potential first-round series in this postseason?
Well, there's certainly some matchups that I think plenty of fans would love to see, but we still have a bit of time for things to kind of fall into place. That's what makes this time of year so exciting.
Pass to Law. To the middle. Here's Monsanelli off with the layup. Miller surveying the floor. They get a hand on it. Here's Monsanelli. Here's the break. Here's Frazier, and it's denied. Here's Holloway. He had 15 points last out.
And he quickly picks up his first foul. That's something to be aware of.
A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
About 1 minute into the first quarter. Pass to Hilliard. Here is Elliott. Here's Holloway, covered by Miller. Hands it from downtown.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Elliott against Collins. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Here's Holloway. Up again. Can't hit the putback. Frazier the pass to Collins. Miller outside. They get it back. Jacobson knocks it loose. For Anaheim, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Collins comes over with the double team. Just 5 to shoot. Elliott the bucket.
And he's not going to miss many of those, especially that wide open.
Well, the key is to take what the defense allows. That is smart basketball.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Let's take a look now at some of the teams that have been blocking shots by the truckload since the All-Star break.
I mean, they've got the intimidation factor down low. Their shot blocking really gives them a reputation, and teams may grow reluctant to want to force the action inside.
Pass to Jacobson. And here's Collins. Just 4 to shoot. Off target with his 3.
That was their 4th straight miss to start this game. Not ideal.
There's a screen. Here's Elliott. Miller grabs the miss.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Here's Frazier, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
Pass to Hilliard for three. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. Here's Jacobson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Personal foul, first team foul.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low number.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. And so he's able to get 1 of 2. For Anaheim, they've gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. Here's Holloway, covered by Miller. Here's Elliott. It's hauled in by Jacobson. Gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Deflects the pass, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Second personal foul, second team foul. At the line for 2, number 9.
No good on that one. Gonzalez, he's checked in for Anaheim. He hits the second from the line. Here is Elliott. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Pass to Gonzalez. They set the screen. Here's Holloway. Cross contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Well, what a steady presence offensively and a very difficult player to game plan for.
Anaheim shooting their first free throw tonight. Now, here's Collins. 8 points his last outing. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Personal foul, third team foul.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And his average at the line stands at about 79% right now. So solid numbers in that department.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Collins. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. For Anaheim, they've gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. Elliott passes to Gonzalez. That 3 off the mark.
I love those kind of looks as a player. Plenty of space and peace of mind to launch. Rarely see him that open.
Here's Law. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Anaheim shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
Shooting for Anaheim. Law taking 2 shots.
The first one falls. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Back to Collins. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Looking now at some numbers for him.
And guys, I think the best way to measure his performance these last 10 games is his effective field goal percentage, which has improved, a sign that his game is in much better shape than it was not too long ago.
Here's Holloway. He's got 6, and another miss by Anaheim. Left side, Miller. With the fadeaway. Anaheim grabs the miss. Oh, the pass to Holloway. There's the pick. Fires the 3. And the 3 ball is good. He's got 9.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Green's checked in for Collins. Elliott against Miller. Outside, Green. Pass to Jacobson. Green deciding where to go with it. Here's Wolf. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Miller outside. Takes the 3. Sinks the three-pointer.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Anaheim leading by 4. Here's Holloway. He's got 9. From downtown. Looks good. Is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots.
Well, just keep feeding him. He has been lights out.
Green with a screen for Miller. The 18-footer is right on the mark. Miller's got 5 points so far. And it's Anaheim with the ball.
And guys, you just can't afford to give away points from the foul line. Not in the NBA. Teams are just too talented.
Well, that's why they're called free throws. And it seemed like with each miss, their confidence took a hit. It's just too hard to overcome that.
Their 3rd three-pointer in a row.
Pass to Jacobson. Back to Miller. Right at the free throw line. Posey with the rebound.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
To the paint. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
So far, a great game plan and great execution, but we still have a long way to go.
Now, here's Green. Plays it up and banks it in.
I mean, it's just fun to sit back and enjoy watching him operate. And that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching.
Here is Elliott. Pass to Holloway. Here's Posey. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Well, the score reflects it. They've just been the better team all the way around.
Green, count that bucket. Green's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Here's Holloway. Misses the 3. And it's Anaheim in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And the 3-point shot has been big for them. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And looking at what we've seen from Anaheim, guys, what do you think?
just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
It's what the league looks like these days, but it's not always easy to pull off and execute.
We've got Green. Duncan is out there with King. And it's Wolf at the pivot spot manning the middle. Anaheim leading by 8. And for Anaheim, they've got Caffey. And it's Gonzalez in at the 5 down low.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. They've got Duncan. He's out there with King, and it's he in at the point guard position. And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Thanks. With players signing rich extensions, highlighted by Devin Booker's 2-year, $145 million max contract, we're quickly approaching a time when so-called supermax players will be making over $1 million per game. As shocking as it sounds, the reality is that the best players are already worth more than that to their teams.
It's all about results. Thanks so much for the report, Shams. And Willie Green wants a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. Marks, he's checked in for King. With one game to go, let's take a look at how the final seeding will look out west. And you take a look at this home team. It hasn't been a great season for them. We may see some changes in the offseason. And, of course, Anaheim, right behind him, just one spot down. Anaheim leading by 6. Now, Martin. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Duncan scanning the floor. Pass to Green. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen. With this pause in the action, I'll show you the NBA's highest scoring teams since the All-Star break.
And as we get to the stretch run of this season, it seems their offense has improved. I mean, they're really getting comfortable with one another, and their production has also increased.
For Anaheim, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Martin dishes to Long. Here's Holloway. He's got 12. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
And with his percentage at 87, he's done just about everything they could have asked when it comes to free throw shooting.
And the first one drops. So he gets them both.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Outside, Green. A 3. It's rebounded by Hilliard. Anaheim leading by 8. Martin wide open. He fires. And another miss by Anaheim. It's to Collins. Frazier kicks to Collins. And it's blocked. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. And for Anaheim, they're shooting around 41% on the night. There's the screen. There's the drive. The shot's good from Holloway. He's got 16.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
Here's Wolf. Right side, Green. He takes it in, and he makes good on the layup. Green's got his third basket of the night right there.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Here's Holloway, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. Hey, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Anaheim?
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
And I like how they've played defense, turning turnovers into points. Those are huge.
And he makes the first. Tim, in your career, you played at every level of basketball, pro and college and before. What's the single biggest change in your mind as far as professional basketball outside the NBA?
Well, Kevin, I think globally the level of play has just risen dramatically. There's a much greater belief now that you can actually make it to the league, even if you're playing outside this country. And then the G League has created a much more streamlined path for those who want to work their way into the league.
G League has been terrific.
Sure has.
Now, here's Collins. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. For Martin. And the shot falls short this time. Anaheim leading by 8. Here's Hilliard. No scoring in this one. It's Martin on the wing. A three-pointer off the mark. Gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Third personal foul, first team foul. At the line for 2, Frazier.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Miller's checked in for Green. Then for Anaheim, Hickson's checked in, and Elliott subbed in for Martin. And Frazier drops them both. Here's Holloway. 18 points for him. Pass to Hilliard. To the right side. Shot clock at 6. There's the triple. And another miss by Anaheim.
Well, after lighting it up from deep in the first quarter, they have quieted him down.
Here's Collins. Anaheim grabs the miss. They've led by as much as 10. Now here's Hickson. Defense is right there. A 3-ball. The shot's good from Holloway. 21 points in the game.
And let's see, guys, if that triggers another little explosion from him after hitting 3 triples in that first quarter.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Gonzalez, he's checked in for Anaheim.
Number 31, Pablo Gonzalez.
On defense, Anaheim, 9-point game.
Anaheim foul call. First personal foul, second team foul.
Collins against Elliott. There's the pick. The emphatic rejection.
It's almost as if there's a lid on the hoop for him right now. He still hasn't gotten one to fall in the quarter.
You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
Just 5 on the clock. Here's Frazier. And Gonzalez pulls it down. Anaheim leading by 9. And it's time for an injury report.
Thanks. I just talked with Anaheim's head athletic trainer. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. Though it'll take some time to fully recover from this injury, the staff has given him the green light to play on it. Guys?
Allie, thank you for the update.
Well, that's an injury no player wants to deal with, but as we know, so many guys have dealt with it at some point.
First free throw is good. So, Tim, I'm sure it's hard to pick one, but who would you call the most underrated player right now in the NBA?
I think it's Pascal Siakam, and I have felt that way for a few years. I just think you're talking about someone who has great energy, plays both ends of the floor, and is a matchup nightmare because of his versatility.
And began kind of in oblivion. He had to play some time in the G League and work his way up.
Became the most improved player in this league.
Here's Holloway, covered by Miller. Holloway, the pass to Hilliard, uses both hands to slam it down.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Yeah, I mean, when you're fighting back, you cannot give up plays like that.
Here's Jacobson, and looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. And here we go. Fast break. Gonzalez has got it. It's blocked. And here's Miller.
First personal foul, third team foul.
.124 left now here in the second. Back to Collins.
The struggles just continue this quarter. They can ill afford to have this many empty possessions. No doubt the quarter just not going his way. Still scoreless.
Howard down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
What a pass right there. Coaches love seeing guys making it easy for their teammates.
Will it go? Six to shoot. Three-pointer. Anaheim grabs the miss. Barnes got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Oof, this has been brutal. I mean, he still hasn't made a single shot. No wonder they're struggling.
Now here's Gonzalez. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. And he's good on the 3-ball. 26 points for him.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Spins. Pass to Jacobson. Now here is Miller. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And it's Anaheim holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. Back right after this.
And it's time for your fan half-court shot. Please direct your attention to center court. Drums, please. And making it out to shoot. One more time, a round of applause.
Hey, everybody. Psst. I got a secret. We're approaching the playoffs,
And we are starting the show with a breakdown of the Western Conference standings. And let's do something we never, ever, ever do. And that's go off topic.
What topic?
So we don't have a topic, Shaq?
Isn't that a topic? Being off topic?
Well, that was more no topic than off topic, but that's all the time we have for this topic, thankfully. And switching gears now to that first half. What a difficult start for the home team.
They are out of sync. Too much individual play. They got to work together to create better looks.
Hard to argue with that, given their field goal percentage here. And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Tipping off the second half, here's Willie Green's foul. They've got Elliott, and it's Hilliard in at the 3.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, getting a high percentage look right out of the locker room to start the second half. Exactly what they were looking for.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
And that confidence has carried over to tonight. He is playing great basketball.
Collins passes to Frazier. Miller outside. Bangs home the trifecta. Miller's got 8 points.
Well, the defense needs to be better there. They gave way too much space.
There's a good screen. Pass to Law. Here's Hilliard. Clock at 4. Anaheim needs to get off a shot here. His 3-pointer's off the mark. Well, they've got some work to do to cut into this lead.
And no need to get away from the game plan, though. There's plenty of time to get back in it.
Now, here's Collins. Here he goes. And they pick up 2. Collins has got 4 points this quarter.
Well, all systems go here early on. That's 3 in a row since Jump Street.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Pass to Hilliard. Here's Holloway. Hit the crossover. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. And now you see the 2K leaderboard. Not only have these teams caused a lot of turnovers over the last 10 games, but they've scored off them as well.
Just a terrific job over this stretch of forcing turnovers and capitalizing. They'd love to continue that trend.
And he knocks down the first one. And so he hits both. And the home team has possession. Down by 15. And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two.
Here, let's look at the stats for Miller. He's averaging 7 points a game, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. And it's been a bit of a struggle for him. I mean, he can get down on himself at times. He's just got to keep working, and I think things will turn around.
Well, everyone progresses differently. He knows exactly what to do. Now it's just a matter of doing it.
Here's Collins. He has 6. Inside. Going inside. Good. Collins has got 6 here in this quarter.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Lets it go with the 3. It's hauled in by Frazier. Gone 4 for 4 from the field since the halftime break. Terrific start to the third quarter. And that one is stuffed right through.
They've worked hard to get this lead. Can't start giving up easy slams all of a sudden.
Yeah, GA, that's right. And that was easy. Gift wrap for him.
That's the kind of play that can spark a run. A dunk like that energizes everyone on the team.
Gonzalez, he's checked in for Anaheim. Gotten every shot that dropped since halftime. They're 5 for 5 from the floor. Frazier kicks to Collins. Here's the screen. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. Collins has got 10 points.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth, physical basketball, guys.
And the pass goes out of bounds, and they'll turn it over.
Those are the type of turnovers that kill you. Just an unforced error.
Gone as spotless. 6 of 6 from the field since taking the court here in the second half. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Shot clock at 5. Back to Frazier. Fires top of the key. Anaheim grabs the miss. They led by as many as 18 points. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Hey, basketball is a beautiful game, but Commissioner Adam Silver said the most important part from our standpoint is ensuring that there's always competitive tension on the floor. Fans like the physical aspect that comes with this game. We don't want that to be lost. Back to you guys.
Keeping that edge. Thanks so much for the report, Allie. That free throw, no good. You know, GA, one great thing about the NBA, well, there are many things, but one great thing is that there's always new talent coming through the ranks.
Yeah, I mean, the future is bright. And, Kevin, I really like this year's draft class. Man, we just continue to add exciting young talent to the mix.
Good on the second free throw. Being at a decent 44% clip here. Outside Collins. They set the pick to the inside. Here's Jacobson, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
In order to cut into a lead the way that they have, you must be outstanding on both ends.
Now here's Gonzalez. Here's Holloway. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And look at how the hustle game has been going for Anaheim.
Great job by this team closing out, blocking a bunch of shots, and just a tremendous effort defensively.
I've been really impressed with how intense their defense has been. They are picking up steals left and right, which is disrupting their opponent's rhythm.
First one falls for him. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Gotten nearly everything to drop this quarter. They're 7 of 8 from the floor since halftime. Pass to Frazier. Outside, Green. The 9-foot shot. That one off the back iron and out.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Here's Hilliard. Duncan defending. Gonzalez passes to Holloway. Great D that time from Green.
Well, they did a great job putting a body on him, and they didn't allow him to convert.
And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Also, the ball handler needs to wait until the screener's feet are set.
Anaheim making a switch here. Martin's checked in. Anaheim leading by 10. And Willie Green wants a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. And a chance here to go to our rookie leaderboard and give a nod to the best long-range bombers of the past month. Gonzalez with it. Pass to Law. Here is Hilliard. Covered by Duncan. Clock at 6. Gonzalez. It's hauled in by Frazier. Frazier's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Jacobson. And down it goes. Jamming that one home.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
And they are showing you why it's so important to get up the floor before the defense can set themselves.
Now here's Gonzalez.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
There's 1:59 left to play here in the third. Pass to Hilliard. It's Martin on the wing. And another miss by Anaheim. Gone 8 of 10 shooting here in the second half. Very strong.
Now that's the way it's done. Take it up high and throw it down with everything you got.
That's right. He was not going to take the soft approach on that drive.
If you get that much daylight, only one thing is on your mind: a strong finish.
Collins against Elliott. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Now here's Green. He has 6. Down low. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Every coach in this league loves assisted baskets. It indicates your offense is flowing the way it's supposed to.
Here's Hilliard. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. That one goes. Count it. Elliott's got his second basket.
Wow, what skill level to get that floater up and in right there. Nicely done.
Frazier outside. Here's Green. Lays it up off the glass. Green's got 8.
They found some room there along the baseline. Some space at the rim. Goes right up and puts it in without resistance.
19 seconds left here in the third quarter.
Yeah, take your time. You don't give them another possession.
Clock management is everything right here. Time and score are paramount.
Duncan outside. Jacks up a 3. And it's Anaheim with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They've played the better game so far, but their work is far from over. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, I like the fact he didn't telegraph it. That's poetry in motion right there.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. We've got Green, and it's Duncan in at the small forward.
Old team foul. Duncan. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Caffey. No good on the quick three. Here's E, covered by Martin. Pass to Wolf.
Second personal foul, first team foul. At the line for two, Wolf.
And the first one drops. He doesn't get the second one. Anaheim leading by 5. They set the pick. Holloway, the pass to Caffey. Dixon kicks to Martin. Some nice ball movement by Anaheim. 5 on the clock. Gonzalez's shot is off.
And they're winning this game despite his difficulties at the offensive end.
Wolf passes to Duncan. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul, second
Clearly
team foul.
a foul.
At the line for two, Duncan.
And the first one at the line is good. So he picks up just one from the line that time.
That one miss was huge. He had a chance to turn this into a one-possession game.
At the line for two, number 9.
And he knocks down the first one. Good on both. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Pass to Holloway. They set the pick. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Wolf to tie it up. Rejected by Gonzalez. And they get it back. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And that is a huge block. Given how close this game is, a stop like that was right on point.
Both teams deciding to change it up. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Here's Holloway, guarded by Green. The shot's good from Holloway. He has 35.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Now here's Green. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
The First free throw is good. Both free throws good from Green. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Outside, Martin. Pass to Holloway. It's stolen by Green. Here's E. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Now Hickson. Three-pointer. Martin. Green with the rebound. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. A shot off that time. For Anaheim, they've gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. There's a good screen. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. And Anaheim leads by 4.
Got the ball right inside. Such a well-timed pass.
Pass to E. Here's Wolf. Back to Green. 6 on the shot clock. Over Hickson. And it's Green. Missing.
But it didn't go that time, but that's a shot he should feel confident in taking.
Here's Martin. Takes it off the glass. And it's a 6-point Anaheim lead.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Here's E, covered by Martin. Launches it. Jacobson can't get the chip in. Anaheim leading by 6. Gonzalez passes to Martin. Here's Holloway. This one for 3. Rebounded by E.
Well, he was torching them from deep in the first half, but he has not made one here in the second.
Pass to Wolf. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And they've really gotten on track here in the second half. After that shaky start, the field goal percentage steadily climbing. They couldn't make anything in that first break.
And timeout called by Willie Green. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Hey guys, well, Willie Green had some advice for the team over that last break. Coach had a direct message for the team saying no matter the lead, no NBA game is ever over. Do not let your guard down. We'll see if they hold on.
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you. Pass to Holloway with the drive. Buries it from about 10 feet away. 37 points for him.
Yeah, everybody will remember the bucket, but how about that pass to set it up?
Here's Collins. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
So I love the resilience. After struggling in the first half, he has turned it on.
Personal foul. 5th team foul. At the line for 1, Collins.
One shot.
That one misses for Collins. Anaheim leading by 4. Here's Law. Here's Holloway. The 3 is off.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Collins looking around.
That's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Well, I'm surprised because he's a guy you have to key on for something like that. You can't let him get one that easy.
Here is Elliott.
Home team foul. Johnson. Third personal foul. Second team foul.
They led by as many as 18 points. 6 to shoot. The three goes down.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
Now, here's Collins. It's blocked. And there's a minute 45 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Anaheim will retain possession. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And that has got to help the morale of this team. Let's see if that sets up a run here.
Here is Elliott. 4 on the clock. Miller there for the rebound. Doing well. They're at 45%. Collins against Elliott. Oh, that's blocked. 1:11 left to play here in the fourth. Here's Wall. A 17-footer. It's off. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth. Down he goes for three.
Oh, the nerves on this guy.
Completely unfazed by what's at stake. That's just clutch.
Here's Holloway. Catch up a three. That one misses. And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. What do you think we're going to see here?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
Well, there's no room for error here. They need to draw up something that they can execute quickly.
Afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
Well, they're in a tough spot now. They need points and stops.
Outside Collins to tie it up.
Second personal foul. Teams in the penalty. At the line for two, Collins.
Good on the first, and that narrows the gap to one. That one drops. He ties it up.
You can't have any more pressure on you than he had at the line right there. Shows you what he's made up as he's able to tie it up.
And timeout called by Willie Green. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. Puts up a deep three, and did the three, and that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. And we've got more action coming your way after this break. These teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters, and now we head to overtime. Should be a blast. They've got Elliott, and it's Law in at the power forward. Collins against Elliott. And he does not hit. In this game, 45%. To take the lead. Ooh, he laid it up and in.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Oh, great touch off the pass.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
11 feet away. That shot, no good. And for Anaheim, they're shooting 40% from the field. We're just over a minute into overtime here. 5 to shoot. Fires from way outside. That one is off.
And you have to admire his confidence on that, but there's no way that's going to fall.
Yeah, maybe overly confident right there. And if I were him, I would not be making eye contact with my coach.
Here's Holloway. The shot is off.
The bucket just not well protected, but still he doesn't convert too often. That's been the story with him.
Frazier with a screen on Elliott.
2 minutes remaining on the time. 2 minutes.
Now Miller for 3. The shot misses.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Here's Holloway, covered by Miller from 13. That's off.
Well, he just wanted the ball more than anybody else. That's a great rebound.
Collins in the post. Good!
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Here's Holloway, covered by Miller. Here's Law. Here's the screen. Rebounded by Collins. Gone 3 for 5 for their shot since they got started here in overtime. Intercepted. Here's Holloway. He's guarded by Collins. Puts it up from deep. And it misses. And so they choose to intentionally foul. Gonzalez, he's checked in for Anaheim.
First team foul. Substitution from Anaheim. Number 31.
And that's an intentional foul.
Third personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for two, Collins.
He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. He's off on the free throw and able to get that second one to drop in.
No time to waste on this possession.
They're going to have to act quickly right here.
Oh, what a finish! And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
Line for two, Collins.
First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Big free throws there, extending this to a 2-possession lead.
Timeout called, Anaheim. They trail by 5. What do you think we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
You have to be smart here. If they're successful, the foul has got to happen quickly.
Ball's knocked loose.
Home team foul. Fifth personal foul. First team foul. At the line for Anaheim, Holloway. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Gets the first, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And now you're in a great position thanks to those clutch free throws. 1-possession game now.
They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
First personal foul. Fourth team foul. At the line for 2, Collins.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. is unable to get the second one. Timeout called, Anaheim. They're trailing by 4. Any ideas on strategy being discussed right now in that huddle?
They're trying to get back in this thing. They need a score.
You have to be smart here. If they're successful, the foul has got to happen quickly.
They need a basket right here.
They cannot wait around. They've got to be aggressive and go get it. You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. You got to fight over it as a defender.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's a 4-point ball game. Here's the shot. Does not go. And so the home crowd treated to a win. They had to scrape and claw to push it to overtime, but they really came out in the extra period.
What a ride. I mean, I thought it might end in regulation, but you know what? They came big and did exactly what was necessary once we got into OT.
That's it, folks. The NBA regular season is in the books. For Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. This is the NBA on 2K Sports. And now we present our player of the game.